Okay, tackle defense with elbow strike. This is used when our opponent tackles us, but we're able to react enough that my arms don't get caught inside. So if my opponent tackles and my arms get caught inside, this is when we're going for the guillotine. Okay? If my opponent tackles and I'm able to react enough to get my hips back and my arms out, but he's still able to kind of wrap me up, I'm not able to stuff his tackle, this is when I'm going to use the elbow strike. So we'll show it once and then we'll break it down. So opponent tackles, I react, and I'm going to elbow down into the spine, close right here. So the important thing with this is, number one, I've got to get my hips back. Okay, anytime someone tackles, if I allow him to wrap my hips up and suck them up under, I'm going to go over backwards. So I'm trying to always stuff the tackle if possible, but if not, my arms are free to elbow. So the tackle defense with guillotine, tackle defense with elbow strike, and then the next one we'll go over tackle defense with knee strike, all work together based on how quickly and how effectively I can react to the tackle. So opponent tackles, hips back, my arms are out. The important thing here is that I don't reach when I elbow. Okay? When I reach with my elbow, it tends to flatten out the elbow point. If you stick your own arm out and kind of feel the bottom part, it's very flat. It's kind of the end of my tricep. I want to elbow a little closer to my body because it puts the point of my elbow into his spine. Okay? So the best way to practice this with your partner is obviously not to strike, but what I can do is I can practice this the wrong way. If I drive the flat of my elbow into his spine, he kind of says thank you because he's getting a massage. But if I go a little closer up towards his neck, it tends to put the point into the spine. And if I do it right, you'll see your partner flail because it's uncomfortable. So I'm just going to gently grind that elbow point into his spine, and he'll kind of melt down to the ground as I do it. So if I reach with the elbow, it presents the flat. If I elbow closer to the body, it prevents the point. Okay, so opponent tackles, I'm able to get my hips back, maintain my base, and then I elbow strike close to the spine. I'm just going to grind that in, and he's going to melt. Okay, so a couple times, kind of full speed here. He tackles, sprawl, grind that elbow in. Okay. We were doing this in a real scenario. I would just continue to pound that elbow point into his upper back, lower neck. Okay, one more time. Boom. Right there. So there it is. Tackle defense with elbow strike. Keep the hips out. We're not able to react in time to stuff, but our hands are free and we manage to stay standing.